welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. And today, it's Morphin time, guys, because we are taking a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger. But first, if you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. If that's your sort of thing, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, go ahead and hit that bell notification icon so you stay notified when I do upload new content. And if you do enjoy this video or any other videos that I put out, please remember to give them a thumbs up. It is free and easy for you to do, and it really helps the channel grow. With all of that out of the way, guys, once again, it's Morphin time because we are taking a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger. So we only have one Ranger left to look at after this guy, and it is, of course, Kimberly, the pink Power Ranger. But until her pre-order comes in, we are pretty much done with collecting the Mighty Morphin Rangers. We have every single one in this line so far, and so this is one of the last ones we have to take a look at. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at all the great accessories that he has, because as I always state in every Lightning collection, these guys do come with a lot of accessories, especially for their price point, and considering that they're from the same company that Black Series is from, and we all know what we get for our money in Black Series. But I digress, guys. We are talking about the Power Rangers line today, not the Black Series line. Why don't we start with the Unmasked head. So every Ranger comes with an alternate unmasked head, which is really good considering that Star Wars doesn't even give us, alternate headed helmets. They just shove those things on and, call it a day. But like I said, I digress. So in terms of Power Rangers, I'm only collecting the teams that I grew up with and that I know and love. And Mighty Morphins is definitely one of those lines. And the likeness to Billy here is pretty spot on. I mean, it's not perfect. I guess if I say it's spot on, it's perfect, right? So what am I saying? I mean, it's really good, but obviously it's not 100%, but it's a lot better than most. Although they do have a tendency to do a decent job on the head sculpts. A few of them are hit and miss, don't get me wrong. But for the most part, they do come out relatively close to the actor's portrayal. So along with that, he does get a set of alternate hands. Starting off, he does come with a pair of fisted hands. Here's his left one, and the other one he's utilizing right now. And he does come with a pair of C-grip hands that are basically in the form of trigger fingers, but also somewhat C-grip, because he does come with a few other accessories, including this bow staff, but he also comes with the bow staff when it's broken down into like separate daggers, which is really cool. And the paint apps are really well done on these, and that's really good because a lot of the times on these Lightning collection figures, the paint apps aren't the best. But as you can see, this one's actually a really well done job. And you do have these plugs that look like they should plug into something, but they don't. My only thing that I can think of is when I was looking at the Black Ranger from the Mighty Morphin line, it looked like there's potential to put together that super weapon that they use, and I think that's why these have plugs or holes for pegs in them, so that way you can put it all together. I'll have to look into that. But he does come with a full bow staff right there, as you can see. He obviously comes with a lightning effect, being a part of that Lightning collection, and it is blue like him. And he comes with one last accessory, which will be his Power Ranger blaster right here. He doesn't come with it in the form of the saber because he comes with all the other weapons, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and pull the staff out of his hand, take a nice close look at it. Once again, it's basically the same thing as these right here, just with an extended staff in between. It is not removable, it's all put together as one piece. With that being said, that is every accessory that this guy comes with. So why don't we go ahead and pull him forward and take a nice close look at him. He is the classic Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, so we've seen this look before. The whites on the back kind of get a bit of a bluish hue, and that's what I'm talking about. The QC and paint apps on these guys aren't always the best. As you can tell, the butterfly joint is a separate color than the actual white on his chest, so there's that. But other than that, there's really no other bad paint applications. The lines are really clean and straight. There's no bleed over. The colors and paints on the belt are really well. So yeah, overall, really cool figure. Like I said, super happy to basically have every single Mighty Morphin Ranger, just waiting on that Kimberly pre-order in. So yeah, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and move on into Articulation. He can look all the way to the right, all the way to the left. He can look down that much. He can look up that much, which is basically just straight back at you. His arms will go beyond a T-pose with a big butterfly joint right there, which allow for a lot of range of motion. You will get 360 rotation at the shoulder joint right there, as well as a bicep swivel, double hinge elbow joint right there, rotation at the wrist, as well as hinging in and out, upper torso rotation, as well as a designated ab crunch right there to crunch forward and to crunch back. And it does click and lock into place, which is very, very nice. In terms of splits, Billy can unfortunately not join the cheerleading squad. He's going to have to stick to science, but he does have an upper thigh cut right there. He will kick forward that much, and with all the other Power Ranger Lightning Collection line, he will not kick back at all. But he does come with double hinge knees, so you can get him to still kick his own ass if you need to. His ankles will go down that far, up that far, and of course a very generous ball rocker ankle joint. So yeah, guys, all in all, super happy with this figure. Like I said, there's plenty of times when the paint apps have not come out the best on these guys. I've had 1 or 2 figures in that case. So yeah, super happy to have this guy. Super happy to pretty much complete the Mighty Morphin line. So yeah, guys, with that being said, join me every Sunday morning for Coffee and Toys, a weekly toy news, toy talk podcast where we will go over all the latest and great toy news, reveals, pre-orders, and so much more. And join me every Wednesday on Instagram at CoolFigurez for Coffee and Toys Live, where I will speak to a new guest every week about toys, toy collecting, toy photography, and so much more. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of this guy. And if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, it's Morphin time, guys. Have a great fucking day. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find the full images over on Instagram at CoolFigurez. And I do have a separate Instagram account for my more thought out, planned out, more edited pics called Epic Shots by CoolFigurez. Check it out. If you like what you see, leave me a follow there as well. And if you guys want to see the unboxing of any figures I do reviews on for this channel, go ahead and check me out over on TikTok at CoolFigurez. That's where I post all my unboxings. And join me every Sunday morning for Coffee and Toys, a weekly toy news, toy talk podcast where we will go over all the latest and great toy news, reveals, pre-orders, and so much more. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really appreciate it. As always, I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you so much to this channel sponsor, VRare Store. Check them out for all your Funko Pop, anime, Pokemon card, and toy print needs. And of course, use code CoolFigurez at checkout for 10% off your order. VRare Store, check them out, guys.